Hello, 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 hello. Ciao, I'm back. So, let's have a look at what happened in the past week in terms of package sales. A little bit of statistics, and you tell me what you think. I think they are good, but I don't know. You have to tell me, okay? What is it here? There you go. Share. Okay, there you go. So past week, I'm talking about from the 2nd to the 9th of August, and I took this data last night before I was going to sleep. So 8 hours ago, okay, I went to sleep at midnight, and now it's 8:42, about 8 hours ago. So it's not updated as to now. But look at that, 220 total transactions, so 220 times people bought packs on Soccerverse. 11,000 packs purchased, 11,797 packs, for a total expenditure of 7,273 USDC. So people spent $7,200 in these 7 days, the past 7 days. And there were 100 unique buyers, which means 100 unique wallets. It doesn't mean 100 unique people, humans necessarily. We don't know. We cannot know. But 100 wallets, individual wallets. On average, they spent $72 each on average, but it's very skewed. And this is what is interesting to me, the average spend per pack. This gives an indication of where the money is flowing. Is the money flowing towards the large cap, so the big clubs, the Manchester United, the Barcelona, the PSG, those big clubs, or the small caps? And this gives you an indication. If the average is 0.62, it means that most of the money in the past week is flowing into the low cap clubs. This is very, very, very interesting, very important to know basically what's interested in the past week. And as you can see, the top spenders, I told you it's skewed, the average, because out of the $7,200, $1,500 is Mr. Cortez. Mr. Cortez, now we see where he spent the money, where each of these are the top 25 spenders of the week. Number 4, fourth place, who is the clock love? 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Fifth, sorry, this is the index, clock love, zero-based index in Python. It's not the ranks, so it's your fifth place. Kokolov, you came in big in 1 week, $500, $448 into packs. Yes, well, congratulations, welcome. But as I was telling you, why is he place 0? That's rude. You're right. I should put a rank here. This is just the index. Python starts at 0, doesn't start at 1. It's just an index. It's not the rank. It's rude. Mr. Cortez, I don't know him, but he's big in Soccerverse. He's one of the largest whale. I think. I have to check. He has a lot of assets. But yes, he spent $1,500, so $1,500, followed by Yifunk, $638, Pineatal, $500, Nyako, 4. As you can see, these are the big bosses. Rosvon, our friend, $200. These guys, Herzog, we know all of these guys. Snow, $60, and then we go down. We know these don't necessarily come from money. I mean, from the banks, from your bank. For instance, I'm reinvesting the SVC. If you see me selling SVC, and you saw me selling SVC in the past month, is because I'm cashing in USDC and I'm reinvesting into packs. I'm buying packs all the time. So this means that these values is also good for the team, in my opinion, because it means that the people that earns SVC through the game, if they don't burn it, most of it, a part of it is reinvested. It's basically a loop, and it's great. I know a lot of people that reinvest 100%. One of him is here, Libertax. We just know. He just told us before the beginning of the show that he reinvested 69,000 SVC by cash injecting his clubs. So these are, we saw $850 reinvested into clubs, not packs, but clubs. But he could have sold. He earned more than that, so definitely he also sold. And potentially that USDC that you earn, that RAPCHI that you earned, then you can cash out in USDC. You can spend it and get even more packs. So this is what the people is doing. And by the way, guys, as I told you at the beginning, RAPCHI is going well. I mean, how is it going? If ETH goes up, we go up. RAPCHI goes up. And remember that if you sell for, we all sell our SVC for RAPCHI. This is the currency. In one day, RAPCHI went up by 4%. It's not bad. So slowly, we're going back up. And I really, in my opinion, I already told you what I think about RAPCHI. It's really ridiculous that RAPCHI has a market cap of 2 million, something like that. 2.4 million, it's ridiculous. It should be at least in my opinion. So don't take it as financial advice, because I'm not a financial advisor. I'm just an idiot on Twitch, all right? In my opinion, I don't see this to be at minimum 24 million, 25 million, so a 10x from here. We need more buying pressure, definitely, because for now RAPCHI is used to cash out basically from Soccerverse. But comparing RAPCHI to others gaming coins, 2.4 million, it's a joke. It's really a joke. So that's why I'm really bullish about everything, about Soccerverse, about Xaya, the team behind Soccerverse. Big veterans in the blockchain gaming. They invented blockchain gaming. Don't forget, in 2014, Xaya invented blockchain gaming. The first ever blockchain game was Hunter Coin, play to earn, Hunter Coin, and it was fully on chain, and it was developed by Snarebrain, our own Andy Colosimo, Snarebrain, and others, of course, that are now part of Xaya. Crazy story, guys. Very, very, very bullish. So let's go back to the data that I lost. What is my data? I lost it. Here it's another visualization. You can see basically the dominance of Mr. Cortez and where he spent the money. There you go. This is where Mr. Cortez spent in Derby and Xerex Deportivo. I mean, really? What is this Derby and what is this Xerex Deportivo? Look at the names of the club. Look at, for instance, the top. This is sorted by the top spenders. Okay, Mr. Cortez is the top. We saw. Then this is Y-Funk 55, Pineapple, etc. They spent money in Derby, Xerex Deportivo, Sakarya Sport, Krevna Zvezda, Nyako bought Amazulu, Beziers, and Tours. I mean, I don't know anyone apart Klo. Okay, Klo, we saw many. Okay, all of these club IDs: Kaiserslautern, Beziers, Catanzaro, and then others. Kaiserslautern, Crazy Card, also Kaiserslautern, Schaffhausen, Istria. But most of these clubs are small clubs that I don't know about. Lazio is one big. So these are the primary idea, the primary packs. I'm looking at the primary pack. Every pack comes with other influence, but I'm just looking at the primary. But look at that, Beitar Jerusalem, Apoel, this Panathinaikos too. This is Libertarex. He owns Panathinaikos. People is buying into Panathinaikos. This guy is buying into Panathinaikos. But what is, in my opinion, very interesting is that not many are buying. Okay, this guy is buying Manchester United, Paris Saint-Germain, big, but only $59. So this is probably 2 packs. Only 2 packs. Look at, I don't know, Derby. Why is accumulating in Derby? What is this Derby? Foggia for the future. What is that? Thanks. You spending in Foggia? Did you see anyone buying Foggia? Kalik spent in Lecco. No one buying Foggia. Zlanks remember this one. And Ral. I don't know what are you saying, Clove. Slacks remember this one. What do you mean? So Derby, there you go. Mr. Cortez, then Inhali. Okay, they're going big. In Premier League Division 1, but where? In England. They own Inhali own 5% of this? This is huge. It's because it's a silver pack. It's only $1. It's because they just got promoted, I believe. That's why. They must have done Zoro also, we saw that is buying big right now. Very, there is a huge investment into Derby, guys. I just noticed. Big investment. So do they also cash inject 11 million? Interesting. Huge capacity of the stadium, very big fan base already. So this is a solid investment. And is already in first division. That's why, guys. What are we doing? We should all pour money into Derby. He's already playing versus Manchester United next match, and they have a lot of capacity. Well, not huge, but still the fan base is big. 33,000. I think it's big relative to the others in England. Let me see. Stadium size 36. Well, the big ones are double 62. Fan base, there you go. 32-61 for the big ones. Chelsea 60. Yes, it's the average. It's about the average. Derby that is 13. It's not bad, guys. Now I understand why they're pouring money into Derby. It's your clubs. I will remember. All right, Ral and Zlask. I remember. Interesting. And then what else? Xerex Deportivo is going to be the same. Another good investment. These guys are pure investors. They know what they're doing. Fifth division. Spain. Mr. Cortez owns 2%, of course. We just saw it, just bought big. Chippy also is here. And the pack is going to be 20 cents. 22 cents. Yeah, this is another high capacity, relatively high capacity stadium. So this is important. This is what I was saying. This guy, Mr. Cortez, is basically investing. This is long-term project. And while Derby is quicker, because now we can have a look at actually how much money will he get from Derby if he finishes as of today. So today Premier League finishes. Derby is 13. Okay, what's the ID of Derby? 69. Amazing. That's why they're investing in Derby. So let's have a look at Soccerbase rewards, newly created tool, season 2, country England. And it's not England, what did I say? Great, no. United Kingdom. Yeah. Ciao Cipone! Ciao, ciao, ciao. Trap, yeah, I saw it. Trap is on the bench. Big boss. What is this? No, it's the wrong one. Ah, season 2, United Kingdom. How to get to... What's the ID? England. Well, I cannot find it. Why cannot find England? England. Let's go like this. Easy. D-E. Angleterre. Ah, it's in French. It's not been translated. Clue. I found a little bug. Angleterre. Fine. Division 1. Computing. There you go. Okay, Derby, it's 13. So Mr. Cortez would get, if he stops now, he will get 30,000 SVC. 30,000 SVC, which is how much? $400, something like that. $368. And he just spent 1.5. No, actually, we don't know exactly. I could know, but I don't want to do it now. How much of this $1,500 went into Derby? I don't know. I could know, but I don't want to know because it takes time. But it would be interesting. Actually, something that I could do actually is analyzing the return of investment. Derby would be probably two or 3 seasons, because if he spent 1,500 and he gets back $500, something like that, it would take a while with this. But with Xerex, this is what I'm doing also with Pontedera. Anyway, that's it. Let's go on. I just wanted to show you. Derby. There you go. The top 25 clubs by total spent. We can see that most of the top 25 money went into Derby, and that's Mr. Cortez. So we have the answer here. He spent $1,400, about $1,472, and he will win little less than what was that? $400. Yes, little less than $400. So as a ROI, it will take a while before it covers this cost, unless Derby goes up and finishes I don't know, in a better position. That's always the case. Can be the case. I hope for him. Anyway, most of the money went to Derby, and then this Sakaria Sport. What is this? Krevna, this was Pai Natal. What is Krevna Sport? Let's have a look. Sakaria is probably it's Turkey. Yeah, Sakaria Sport, Turkey, second division in Turkey. Funk 554, 55, 4%. Interesting. And 28,000 capacity, 17,000 fan base. Good. It's pretty good. 70 average rating. It's a work in progress. Panetal is here as well. It's a work in progress. This is also interesting. It's Cthulhu even has this player. I don't know this player. Loik Aina. Interesting. I don't know this player. Okay, let's move to the other statistics. If it's interesting, as you can see here, this is just the visualization. Derby dominates in the expenditure. We have Lazio as well. This is the only Italian we have here. And then other weird DC United. All people investing into small team, guys. Most of it. Catanzaro. Some people in Catanzaro. This is in money. $100 in Catanzaro went. Viking 66, Leipzig Magneto, there you go, $65 into Leipzig, and this is only primary club, and this is the daily spending trend. This is how it went. Basically, this is, I think, Mr. Cortez, the 6th of August decided to go boom all in into the RBF, spent all of that money. What do you think, guys? It's a lot? Is not a lot? I don't know. For me, it looks like it's interesting. It's $1,000 per day in the past week. I didn't check. I could check. Do you want to do this? Let's do this. I can do it live. I can change the date. For instance, here I started the last week, but let's do last month. I extracted all the transactions until midnight yesterday, so 9 hours ago, all the transactions. So I can filter by last month. Let's see last month how it was. So last month was the 7th and the July 8th. From July 8th to today, let me filter. Done. And now let's see the top 25 again. Statistics. Tyfunk, it's you, big boss. It's mine. I'm going to promote it, looking easy and have good attendance and a plan long term. This is amazing, Tyfunk. You're a big boss. I love what you're doing. Congratulations. I also do the same with Pontedera. Very long term. With it's pretty cheap right now. The only problem that I have is the stadium. I'm hoping that the stadium can be increased. Otherwise, it's not going to be super. What can I say? Not profitable, but sustainable. It's going to be difficult to sustain a team like Pontedera with 6,000 attendance in Serie A. It's impossible. With people with the kind of wages you have to have in Serie A. Anyway, let's have a look at the last month statistics, and there we go. We have had 1,364 transactions, $46,000 in 1 month. You see, 46,000 the last month. But the stadium will be increased if you promote to Serie A. It will be increased. Is it? You sure? I always forget these things. I know I should study, but luckily there is Cippone with me that can help me with these things. I really have I don't remember exactly. I remember the 30% plus and minus of the attendance that it's happening now in the leagues. From the average of the league, but that the stadium, let's go to Cippone. Chipone, quickly, I want to see this because you did a very nice summary. I'm using your tools a lot. This tool is amazing, Chipone. Thank you so much. It helps a lot with analysis. I always use it. Um, it's in. I have to find it. Articulous, right? Yes, there you go. Let's translate to English. Fan base. The fan base represents the number of followers. I want to go to stadium. Each club has a stadium with limited capacity. The number of fans allowed to attend a match never exceed the stadium capacity. Okay. Automatic construction. This is what I'm looking for. At the beginning of each season, the system may expand the stadium if current capacity is minor the calculated target. The minimum calculated target is here. Target of the stadium or the fan base? Sorry, attendance, which is part of the fan base. Well, let me keep on reading. The minimum expansion, it increases if the minimum expansion is greater than 200 seats. I hope so. The capacity target is the lower, there you go, the lower of current fan base plus 30%. Okay, so if Pontedera, let's go to Pontedera. Pontedera is tiny. See, we're tiny. Tiny, tiny, tiny. Current capacity is 4,000 people for this Piaggio. It's amazing, guys. You know that Pontedera is the place where Piaggio was born? You know the Vespa, the classic Vespa? This. Vespa. Piaggio. This. The classic Italian Vespa was born in Pontedera. Amazing. Look at that. This is Pontedera, guys. And it's going to be Serie A. Serie A for Pontedera and Soccerverse. Anyway, 6,000 the current capacity. So plus 30% is going to be 6,600, 6 times 3, 1,800 more. League average attendance. Oh, this is important. This is most important. The league average attendance. But if the capacity target is the lowest of these two, if I go to the next league and the next average attendance plus 30% is way higher than my current fan base plus 30%, my target will be this, the current fan base plus 30%, but it's tiny anyway. We're talking about 7,800 seats. It's tiny. At least 25k or more, it will be like maximum the average of fan base, the average of attendance plus 30%. Imagine fan base will rise at the average of fan base of that. The stadium will rise at the fan base plus 30% at least. I hope so. Your fan base will rise also because once you promote, your fan base will increase. Okay. It's reassuring, you know. It's reassuring, but it might be a slower process, slower than doing it with Pontedera. It's going to be probably slower than doing it with Derby or others. Imagine if the attendance was calculated for the whole number of seats, no matter what. The maintenance. Some people will go bankrupt. Because some people have like 100,000 seats in big stadiums. So if you have to calculate the maintenance for that, pay the maintenance for that, that's a lot. Only paid for actual spectators. Some people, like East Bengal, for instance. I know East Bengal. I think that is a 100,000 seat capacity stadium with a low attendance. Low, relatively low. 120,000 capacity with a 14,000 fan base. And attendance is a fraction of this. So yes, if they have to pay for 120,000 seats, the maintenance, they would go bankrupt straight away. Straight. No asking. Anyway, let's go back. Panathinaikos too is 120,000 as well. See? Same. Chipona, yes, is lower because the fan base increase 50% of the gap between your fan base and the average fan base division where you promote. See? It's lower. But it's getting there. The maintenance, you don't have to be worried because you pay only for the occupied place, yes. If there was like this in the case, you should have the option to demolish place. True. Okay, let's quickly check again the other. We were looking at the last month transaction. So last month we said 1,372,000 packs, 46,000 revenue for the team. So people, we guys spent $56,000 in packs, 285 unique buyers in the past month, not many, I thought more. On average, I spent 162, and the top spender is Nyako. Nyako spent $3,888 in somewhere. Now we go where? Zoro, second, with 1,898, and then Renegade with 1,500, and then Mr. Cortez, Balo Beast, Azel, Snaus, and all the others. I'm curious to see this Nyako. Where did it go? Look at Nyako, explosion of Nyako. Nyako went Milan, Amazulu, Banks OD, Beziers, Bodo, and then others. But the top are these ones. Crazy. Zoro, Kaiserslautern, Academia Pandev. Still, apart Milan, they're all teams that are kind of like Amazulu. What is Amazulu? Never heard about that. Where is it? In Africa, sounds like. South Africa, Amazulu, first division, South Africa, not even active. Soccer Titan spent. This is a farmer, probably. So this guy, what's the name again? Nyako is probably following Soccer Titan. Is buying what Soccer Titan is interested, and probably he sold. I don't see him here, Nyako. So probably he sold everything to Soccer Titan, right? Let's have a look. Yes, look at that. 5,000, but this is not where most money went apparently, because he only had 5,000, so it's not the most money. But it's what went on in this case. But the most money, it's somewhere else, maybe Milan. Let's have a look at the other here. Exeter City, of course, people. Why Exeter City is the most bought package is because Soccer Titan is buying for a higher price. So of course people is interested in buying Exeter City pack because they know they can sell it at 2x, 3x, maybe 3 is too much, but anyway, with a big premium for SVC to Soccer Titan that buys everything. So it does make sense that Exeter is the top spent money. And then these are the clubs we already saw. Kazakh, Panathinaikos 2, National Police. Saturn, same. Saturn is being bought by Protagonist with a big premium as well. So it makes sense that Saturn and Exeter City are here. East Bengal, we know East Bengal, we just saw it. It's an investment. A lot of people is flowing down there. Gubbio, this is 100% is Krill. Krill is investing a lot in Gubbio, we know it. This must be him. Viking, we also saw it, is Goldsmith buying into that. But National Police, what is this? Never heard about it. In Cambodia. National Police in Cambodia. Who bought it? Lucas Nyako also. And Lucas MB 7%. Why? Oh, because it's a big capacity stadium with no fan base basically. But the rewards are tiny in Cambodia. So I don't understand. Oh, I know. It's probably they cash into the Asia Champions League. He must be one of the top team in Cambodia. National Police, of course, 15 points on top. So we probably also play Champions League, Asian Champions League. This, I don't know if this is the local or the Champions League. Oh no, there you go, AFC. There you go, yes. They can cash in a lot in here. So it makes sense. It's sustainable. And that's it, guys. That's it. Let's have a look if I have other things to show. Top 25, we already saw it. This is the expenditure. It goes up in peak. Pretty stable. In the past few days, actually, it decreased a little bit, but otherwise, look at the 500 mark, $500. Almost, it's the $500 is the minimum. Then there are peaks that goes up to 3,800, 2,000 here, 3,000, 2,000. So the average goes per day. The daily average, I don't know what it is, but the past week was $1,000 per day. Now it's slowly declining here, but come on. Okay, that's it.